Yes, sir! Miami Heat news, boys. Victor Oladipo wants to play for the Miami Heat. So how do I know this, boys? As you guys know, Victor Oladipo was traded from the Pacers to the Rockets, included in the James Harden trade yesterday. But it's been known for a while now that Victor Oladipo wants to play for Miami. So why does Victor Oladipo want to play for Miami? Well, when he's not playing in the NBA, he spends most of his offseason in Miami. I believe he has a house there, or he just spends most of his time there. He loves the city. He loves the culture of the city. He also loves the culture of the Miami Heat team. And what's not to like, boys? You got Pat Riley, he's like a drill sergeant. Everybody on that team, they're measuring body fat. They run the damn place like the Navy. It's just a great run team. If you like discipline and you like order, you'll love playing for the Miami Heat, at least in my opinion. So he's publicly stated several times that if he were to leave the Pacers, his number one option on his list would be the Miami fucking Heat, boys. So what does that mean? How does Miami feel about Victor Oladipo? We know that Victor Oladipo wants to play for them, but how do they feel about him? For a long time, it's been said that Miami isn't interested in Victor Oladipo. Matter of fact, in October, Brian Windhorst from ESPN said that Victor Oladipo's interest in Miami is higher than Miami's interest in him. At this point in time, this was in October, where Giannis had yet to sign his contract, so Miami had their eyes focused on bigger fish, like Giannis, like Bradley Beal, like James Harden. They were not focused on Victor Oladipo. What Miami wants to do, and probably still wants to do, is let Victor Oladipo play out most of the season, get closer to the trade deadline, see if he can regain some of his form from when he had great seasons back in 2017-18 and was one of the best defensive players in the league, led the league in steals. So right now, so far, Victor Oladipo is having a much better season than last season coming off that injury. Right now, he's averaging 20 points, 6 rebounds. Is it 6 rebounds? 20 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, and 1.7 steals. So 20 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, 1.7 steals. That's pretty close to his 2017-2018 numbers. A bit lower points average and a bit lower steals average, but everything else is pretty much consistent. So Victor Oladipo is returning back to his old form. So Miami, does it make sense? Like, who would they trade for him? Why should they trade for him? In my opinion, it doesn't make sense for the Heat to trade for him. What would they have to gain from giving up assets to get Victor Oladipo, when you could just wait and see how it progresses? If you absolutely feel like you must trade for him, you always can. But there's no need to make any moves right now. What I suggest the Heat to do is wait. If you really want to sign this guy, he's going to be a free agent this year. Sign him as a free agent. That way you retain your assets. You don't have to give up any assets. You can bring him onto the team for a contract number that you're comfortable with, and you get to watch him for a season to see if he's even the Victor Oladipo that he says he can be. So that's what I would do if I was Miami. I wouldn't trade for him. Even though he wants to be traded to Miami, I wouldn't trade for him. I would sign him as a free agent if I still had that interest in him. If I was Miami, I would try and trade for a guy like PJ Tucker, who is also available from the Rockets. Several teams are interested in him. Miami is one of those teams. I would suggest they trade for PJ Tucker. His value right now is only 3 second-round picks, so I would much rather see them get that done to replace Jay Crowder, who was incredible for the Miami Heat in the bubble playoffs last year. PJ Tucker is a 36% three-point shooter for his career. I'd much rather see him do that than trade for Victor Oladipo. So guys, let me know, what do you guys think the Miami Heat should do in this situation? Victor Oladipo wants to play for them. They have the assets to trade for him. Do you think they should trade for him, or what do you think they should do? Let me know in the comments. Let's have a discussion about it, boys. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel. We do new NBA videos every single week. Have a good day, boys.